It was a crazy week. Spent 12 hours on Monday crawling around Mystery Hill in Salem, New Hampshire with an online ancient researcher buddy. Rest of the week, the day job kept me busy, so I didn't do any filming or shop work. Yesterday I did pick up some concrete, so probably can do some fence post setting tomorrow. But today, drum shop. It's raining outside anyway. Shop's a little blown up, but it's not too bad. Bill's not here yet, so I'm doing my typical zip around the shop, pick things up, throw clamps on the wall, clear the horizontal surfaces. Never really know where he's at with a certain project, but I think I'm going to recollect the Hellcat snares. They were probably moved to make room for the TV shoot. Get them sorted, stacked, see if any need the seam filled. Put random stuff away. This might be back for some repair or a tuning. It's one of the tour drums for Hamilton. See what we get stuck into. Bill's arrived. We've caught up on our weekly chit chat. This is a test snare he has going, so we can see how many coats of water-based finish he needs, since this is the first time he's using that. I got the second bass drum sanded on the inside and the two seams filled. So I have 6 of these bad boys to sand on the inside. While I do that, I think he's gonna spray the second Steve Weiss drum, spray a few other drums, and then he is going to work on sanding the seams. That's the plan.
Yep.
The plan is to get all the Hellcat drums ready for spraying for Monday.
Yep.
Guess we're gonna put it on the roller, immediate. See how this goes. No fumes, I like that.
Yeah.
That was a heavier coat than I expected. Is that gonna flow out?
I'm still experimenting with that.
See what you can get away with and how fast you can build it up?
Yeah, exactly. Like, because the first 2 coats, I was a little bit more conservative, and they went on great. So I sprayed that. The other thing, that gun doesn't spray quite the same as the other ones. So getting the proper spread is a little tricky. But those drips should all flatten out, and there's a couple like that light spot. I think that's all going to flow out. But this is kind of my experiment to find out.
It's CA glue, but it won't cure until you hit it with the accelerator. So you use it to get into the pores, and especially with all the cracks on this.
A repair solution ding crack filler super glue with activator.
Yep.
Interesting.
So I did some test pieces, and I think it's going to work.
Can't believe we're still chasing this damn thing.
I know. I feel so bad. This guy's been so fucking patient. I'm just like, I'm sorry, dude. Your drum is taking such an unreasonably long time. I'm sorry.
Pro tip. These burl veneers do not like being wrapped around a drum shell. Avoid eucalyptus burl veneers.
Yeah. Yeah, bad news.
come up with a method of cutting off the filler at the seam, which works perfectly until you start recording.
Yeah.
But it gets it pretty flush. We want to do minimal amounts of sanding. We don't want to get anywhere close to that artwork, and we don't want to fill up any of the pores at a different rate with fine sawdust, which may or may not affect absorption and flow of the finish. These are all the parts for the custom strainers, which were made by good old Jim. He made us 12. Now I'm taking them apart to sandblast them so we can then clear powder coat them. .320, nice and easy. The one with the missing beak goes to Willie.
Zip.
Giving my hands a break because holding on to those small parts turns your mitts into some lobster claws. So Bill's stringing up some parts to get some powder. It's kind of a finicky job too, actually, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I can just leave the hooks on here and hang them one at a time, like reuse them every time, but after a while they get too covered with powder coat and they don't really conduct electricity anymore, and the other parts go faster than these, though, 'cause you gotta wrap it around the threads.
Bill created a fireball and I didn't catch it on camera. Kind of bummed out.
Yeah. Never had powder coat catch fire before. I didn't know that was a thing.
See, a good intern would have ran over there, opened up the door. We need one of them.
Yeah, we do. Gotta move that thermometer.
Woo! Thing about sandblasting is it's fun for 2, 3, maybe 4 parts. And then the peel wears off.
Yeah, that's not so fun. Masking shells, on the other hand,
Masking shells
It's not
also
fun.
sucks.
it doesn't start fun. It doesn't get fun. It's just a drag.
There's gotta be a better way.
Yeah.
Ugh.
At the beginning of an infomercial. There's gotta be a better way.
First coat on the first Hellcat. Ink didn't bleed, so that's good. Wrapping it up. Got this much actually powder coated. This much sandblasted. Ready to go. We have 3 drums spinning on the roller. A 4th out here, which we applied the finish a little different. We ran into a minor snag with the first 3 that we sprayed. A little, tiny little bit of blistering. We caught it, so we're trying the wipe-on method to see if we can do a more controlled seal coat and maybe get some advice from Total Boat.
Switching to water-based veneer just has a learning curve, and it's not behaving quite the way I expected it to, and it's making me real nervous.
Let's show them.
Oh yeah.
This is what happened when we put water on some of the veneer. It rolled itself up.
Yeah, and water-based finish it's just getting way more moisture into the substrate than what I thought it would, and yeah, it's just not behaving the way I expect it to. So we gotta kind of take a couple steps back, and
We don't know what else we would want to use as a seal coat. Could we do wipe on poly and then the water base? Could we do shellac and the water base? The concern with shellac is that it would amber out.
yeah, it just has to be something super clear, and you know, maybe even a rattle can acrylic that's like all the way clear. It's just I gotta learn some more about chemical compatibility between this Total Boat halcyon stuff and like what can you put under it that it'll stick to. So when these are all the way dry and I can do a second kind of controlled wipe on coat and see if we still have similar issues or if this is enough to seal it. If it's not, then we got to come up with something that's not going to impact the color, but will give us a good seal on the wood so we can get this water-based stuff on. I think we can figure it out. I'm not quite sure what the answer is yet.
Basically, we dodged a bullet and we don't want to have any more flying at us.
Basically, yeah.